Alright, so it's...
Something the matter?
What's the story of that odd little artifact, yeah?
I told you already. It's none of your concern.
Okay.
Is that I'd like you to join me? Like, come, let's come
none
bang.
of your concern.
No, I think that's.
What's going on? It's bugged. We should get to know each other a little more.
So that's to say you'd like to pry a little. You do seem like the type, I must say.
It was just a thought, no need to take offense. Yes, I'm the type to pry. Are you the type to answer?
My, look at you. Straight as an arrow and right to the point every time. This isn't the tadpole I'm speaking to, is it? The personality
what the
seems
fuck,
a little
dude?
lacking.
Mock all you like. It's clearly just a front. You got me. I'm the mighty tadpole. This body is my vessel.
And that's the vessel you chose.
Oh, what the hell, dude?
I jest. It's good to know you're not entirely without a sense of humor. Shall we?
Shall we what? You're deflecting. I want to know about you.
And I've revealed all I'm willing to. At least for now. Now I suggest you let matters rest. Or else we'd better part ways.
We gotta restart the playthrough, chat. What do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come.
North facing?
Care to narrow it down a little?
North facing, yeah. That's the one that means it doesn't turn.
You must have thoughts about our little stowaways. What will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. Oh, there's Ethel. Not that I'm keen to trust her. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
What will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
We go our separate ways, of course. What else?
You got
the
windmill
ties that
dunked?
bind would be well and truly severed.
Where would you go?
If you must know, Baldur's Gate. And before you ask, no. I'm not telling you what I'm doing there, or who I'm meeting, or anything else.
You're keeping something back.
You pry too much. Any further and you'll regret it. Understand?
That's it, I'm killing her, chat. How am I holding up in your estimation?
You're not the kind of company I'd keep willingly. But all things considered, you'll do. And I haven't forgotten that you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps I'll be able to return the favor at some point.
Damn, I at least got her to ask to keep her warm.
Oh, really?
Sloot
Bro, I don't know, man. She hates me in both my playthroughs. Perhaps insulting her was not the way to go both times.
No, you gotta be sassy with her.
I told you already. It's none of your concern.
Shut up. Whatever, man. I don't even want her, chat. Alright. Let's go talk to you. Yeah.
How can I help?
Cow's just stealing shit. Tell me about yourself.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
Don't stop there. You must have many stories to tell about your adventures as an archmage.
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Try peering into his mind. If you want to open up, you'll sneak in. Nailed it.
For a split second, you see a swirl of untamed magic. Then his defenses drop like a portcullis.
Out! That was
Which
Uncle.
one has the least amount of help?
You're right. I'm sorry. Curiosity got the better of me. I saw something in your mind. Strange magic. What is it? It's obvious you're withholding something. Explain.
nothing. What you saw
Sorry, what
was
was the
merely mental disorientation brought about by your
It's
intrusion.
Deva, so
Please
yeah,
don't try that
unfortunately.
again unless I invite you to.
Oh, we're about to long rest, though.
I know, but it will still be most useful to you.
Yeah.
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source
What the
told
fuck is
me.
this? Is this Josh?
And she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own, Chaos Incarnate, a devil with
Thought it was a
pure
fair
fire
maiden
for
from
a
the back
heart.
for a second.
I made my way to Avernus
Oh,
to
I
stop
keep
her.
this water barrel and I
A
can throw
powerful
it at
friend
things?
with a
That's
keen
cool.
interest in... All right, what else is on your mind?
I should have just skipped his dialogue back then. I was pressing spacebar to leave, but
So, not a tentacle to be seen.
Put that down.
No.
I'm hoping it'll stay that way.
I actually
they have
don't
the
know
same
how to
Indeed,
answer
you
this.
could.
I
We're
think you
all
just
doing
right-click.
surprisingly well, given the circumstances. I'm not taking anything
You can
for
also
granted,
revive
of
people by
course.
throwing health potions
First sign
on
of
them.
change,
Blizzard!
and I'll have to stop that
Really
pretty
bad
little heart
instead
of
of
yours. I am open to suggestions.
More dialogue.
Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer.
The knife seems quick. Poison? That sounds painless. Try it and I'll spill your guts. Not sure. How would you like to go? I prefer not to die.
Well, now you're just being close-minded. There are some lovely ways to go.
Nazrai, dude, thank you for the
I've watched
64, man.
urchins freeze to
And
death in
welcome
the
back.
street. It looks peaceful, just like falling asleep.
If I had to choose, I'd want the knife. Make it quick. Poison should be painless. I don't have to choose.
Then I suppose we'll just see what happens. Don't worry, darling. I like you. I'm sure I'll make the right choice.
Everyone's doing their rounds to the NPCs. Cal's running around in his underwear.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own, Chaos Incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking.
Putting out
The
all these
damage
torches.
she
This
might
is
be
a
doing.
fire hazard.
Yeah, see, I'm talking to now.
A
Where's the
powerful
source
friend
first?
with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Oh, wait.
Well met.
There's more. I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Excuse me. I'd like to talk about
By
something
all
else.
means. Anything more we should discuss?
How did you become the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a
I'd
lone
like to put out the
farmstead.
fire now.
I found him in the fields,
Too many
flanked by
fire
goblins.
hazards around here.
His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the
Can't
battle,
put out the fire until we launch.
but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What's finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
And before that,
Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
I don't suppose you've come across an expert healer in your travels.
I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent.
Maybe you can
We
roll
should
a
pay her a
Netty
visit.
20. Alright. Everyone done their flirtatious rounds?
Yep.
Just an observation. No offense taken. See? We're learning something about each other already.
I thought
Ha!
so.
There it is. Oh, don't pout.
Apparently
You walked
none of us
right
to
into
see
that.
if he hit-
And there's
No,
no
wait, no,
harm
you
in a
are.
little hot-bloodedness.
I'm flirting
No harm
with
at all, in
Shadowheart,
fact.
which basically means we're insulting each other.
That's what she's into, though.
You're not my type. What's up, drinking?
Don't get too ahead of yourself. I'm just having a little fun. But who's to say? I might need a distraction some evening.
Yeah, what the fuck?
These campsites.
Even
can
Josh
get
is picking her up. He's like 2
So you
feet
got the
tall.
one I got.
Bro, I think she's just racist.
And I
She doesn't
reveal
like
all I
drows
mean
and
to.
orcs chat.
At least for now. Now I suggest you let matters rest. Or else we'd better part ways.
There we go. She's being mean again.
Fine. What's on your mind? You're not the kind of company I'd keep willingly.
Oh, we got the same answer. It's
But all
fine,
things
dude.
considered,
We're good.
You'll do.
It's because Josh's head is the
And-
right height.
I haven't forgotten that you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps I'll be able to return the favor at some point.
I have to leave this dialogue. I can't look at Josh's face any longer. Holy dude. I'm beautiful. Are we all good? Oh, everybody has their own chests. How do you know which one's yours?
You click on them until it says it open.
Or is doing supplies? Make sure you don't put more than 80.
Oh yeah. I don't know who's doing something.
How do we... What?
Who's got the food and stuff?
I apparently... How do I... Do I hit auto select or does it matter?
You can hit auto select, but the game's shit about it. So you basically just want to click enough food to add to 80, and they all have different values. Just hover over them.
Wait, is it 80 on Tactician?
Yep.
Okay. It's
Yeah, so it
40
is,
on
it is very important that you guys search barrels and shit. Because we need food. It will cost us 80 every time we sleep.
Where's that sneaky bastard?
Did we all get the same cutscene with Astarion?
I think so.
The white hair dude?
Being a sneaky bastard. Herman.
Ah.
I became pretty.
Are you using the DLC thing?
Do it. Can I make that not visible? I really hate it.
Yes. You click.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's worse than my actual face.
Oh god, put it back on. I beg. What you looking at, Jet? How's the co-op? It's a completely different
Do we just
dynamic.
leave
It's
now?
fun though. It's very fun. Yep. Sleep camp. I'll put us back wherever. We can continue our adventure.
Oh, so the button in the bottom right.
Yeah, that little campfire thing. Which way are we going? That middle one now?
Sure.
I've opted out just to see where it takes you. The one that I went through at the far end takes you outside the camp. Where we
Let's
did that
go to
big
the
fight
one
with
where
goblins.
Sherry just
Middle one
was.
takes you in the library.
A library?
Step carefully.
There are traps in
There's
here.
a
I would be
trap.
very careful.
Where did
Don't
you
worry,
all
I'm gonna
go?
That
In
middle
the door that you
found.
had been standing behind.
Pretty sure there's another one in that green puff. And if only we had some kind of rogue that could disarm traps well.
Oh no, wait, we don't even need that. Whenever Cherry gets here, she can put her giant barrel of water on top of it.
It's up. Okay.
That's curious.
Oh, look, another door that can be lockpicked.
What am I doing?
So very, very important. Don't throw it. Just open up your inventory and drag it out. But put that giant barrel of water here.
Be tough for me to do this. You have to, if you are a control freak, which I also am. If you're a control freak and you want to do everything and see everything, I would not recommend co-op in this, unless you're like a coordinated party that's all doing the same thing at the same time. Because you will lose your mind because everyone's just clicking random shit. Now I am like that. However, seeing as we've already done this stuff, I already know what's going on, so I'm happy to see what happens and it's fun. But if this was my first playthrough, I would not be enjoying this. Because like, I'd be like, wait, what did he say? What is that? Who looted this barrel? You know, things like that.
All right.
Also,
I can't pick that.
Oh, I see it. Like
can't pick the door.
Blocked the vent.
No, because there's no actual lock.
What? Just right click it. It says lockpick.
No, I know, but if I click it, it says I can't even find a lock to pick.
I can't even see
I feel like we need to go talk to more people before we get
Let's
here.
go.
Yeah, seems like there's not much to do here.
I could never play co-op for my... Yeah, I wouldn't recommend co-op. I mean, I don't know, man. Everyone's different. I would not like co-op for my first run, but this is giga fun because I've done this now. You know what I'm saying? Rip Ando. Save, man. Save. Which way are we going?
I think the only real way to go is back the way we came.
Okay.
Which is down this way. Correct?
Yeah. Is the locked map
we
better,
need to
Cherry?
go,
The mini-map.
it was locked before, so maybe I need to unlock it. I don't know. That middle mouse button was really the information I mostly needed.
Alright, let's turn the bear statue on now. Josh, can you stay here and make sure it's on?
Don't worry, I'm sure I'll end up in prison again in a minute because someone else pissed someone off.
But we need to go find the lady in charge and like a healer.
Yeah.
And maybe this healer lady's house.
There's also another vendor, if anyone cares.
The dead guy in there.
Also, I don't need to read the books or anything because we read them in the other playthrough. Okay, well, I guess I'll take that. Although some of them we should read because they give quests, right?
I'd die if I met the Roakan reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Oh, I found Zoru.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask.
Yeah, well,
my
that was
selection's
helpful.
pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
So I go with my wife before I.
He does have some
I got
good
very
ideas
far and
about
lost
getting
my
drunk.
mind.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus.
Butter.
These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
You're an idiot.
What was that?
Does anybody know where this leader person is?
Which one?
Take me.
The one that we're supposed to be convincing to not lock the shit away?
How long do you think we've got before the
Like I
goblins
said,
come?
I'm just in combo. Wait, do we have to talk to this guy? Find Zoru, talk to Zoru.
Yeah, I tried
be getting
talking to
drunk
him,
at
and
least.
all he does is say like one line and then doesn't
Yeah,
anything
that's
ever.
weird.
Probably because we don't have, what's her name with us? Lizzo.
True.
everything?
Sorry, Cherry. Which one? Who do you want to find?
The leader lady to tell her not to close the grove? Or
Okay.
something along those lines?
I mean, yeah, I know where all this is. I'm just, you guys haven't played it, so I'm letting you. But if you want me to just tell you, I'll tell you where it is. Depends how much you want to crank
I
exploration.
feel like we're battling too much.
All right. Well, it's
missing stuff to get to other places. But
it's down where I mean, this is a very big game. You can literally just do anything and talk to everyone. It's down where the druids were, like all the bears and stuff. That's where I am on the map. I think you're behind. Yeah, you're behind me. There's a door over there. It also indicates on the map, like if you open your map, there's quest markers. So it's this door in front of us then. It should be interesting. Snake.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Kagha. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief?
Should try to
A
stick
poison?
together for story beats.
A
'Cause
threat?
they're interesting.
I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
I'll put some fucking clothes on, dude.
What? Take Mar off? Okay.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Well, shit, it's
Come,
tequila.
Kagha. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Oh, interesting. I can't help you roll on that barb roll. I don't think.
yeah, it's fine. I got a plus to that.
Very well. Tila, to me. Out, thief.
Was that the snake
My
equivalent of?
grace has its limits.
Thank you, Kagha. Master Halsin was...
Halsin isn't here.
Told you
Keep
there would
his
be
name
snakes.
off your tongue,
Be, snakes.
lest Tila pierce it.
Talk these rats. Right. Alright, so let me cast this. And.
Ridiculous.
This. So many animals I can talk to now.
You see a sharp intelligence behind its eyes. Is it a familiar or another druid enjoying their wild shape? The rat glares at you, but says nothing. The rat watches your movements, but does not speak.
Did we start over? Yes, but not like.
Oh, hey, it's that druid that we splashed
talk
water
to all
on
these
him.
animals. Oh yeah, there it is.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my
this is
head
like his
hurts?
dialogue bug, so he's talking to us as if we're still in the tunnels.
Oh really?
Yeah, I paused on the conversation. I'm not proceeding in case anyone wants to listen in.
Who's been pestering you? I'll teach them a lesson.
Silence. Your help is not required. Not by me, at least.
Why is there such a dick?
Steal from us. Again. We've shown them what.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there.
How's the co-op
I
any
must
different?
tell the others what
I
happened.
mean, it's still the
I
same
stepped
base game,
careful.
but it's just like a
There are
completely
traps
different
in these
dynamic,
tunnels.
right?
And thank
Because
you
people are
again.
going and clicking on stuff and doing shit all over the place that you're just gonna miss
Oh,
unless.
thank God he warned us that there are traps in the tunnels.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yeah.
It's very fun though. I wouldn't do it on my first playthrough though. You're gonna go insane with missing things. But since
Please.
it's not, it's a lot of fun.
I'm resting.
Rip Blue Jay. Something took a chunk out of you. What happened?
The bird says nothing, trying to rest.
Prodded the bird's wing. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you.
The bird says nothing. Only the sound of its labored breath fills the silence.
Did a number on you, didn't it? Does that hurt?
I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outland. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
I want to attack Biowall.
Do it. Mess her up.
It seems like a bad idea.
What level is she? Let me see. She is... She's level 5. We're level 3.
Yeah.
This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the Grove forever shrouded.
Gigabaldo is inspired.
I love eavesdropping. It's also weird because, like, because I've done this, I don't want to just go do everything and have everyone follow me, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of... Goodbye.
Well, rude.
Like, I don't want them to discover shit.
Sure, you should pick wings when you want. Also, or when you have a second.
Oh.
Did you click what?
Food. He's talking about food, not in-game.
I'm gonna take a nap on this stone bed.
Have you done all this stuff already, Josh? In your when you played?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just having a hard time keeping up with
Yeah,
four conversations all happening at once.
I will say, I at least for Cherry and Josh's sake, I don't know, Calla, what you've done, what you haven't. We should like make some effort to say when we're talking to someone, especially if it's a major story beat. Otherwise, this is quickly going to become like you're just running in circles until there's combat, and you're not going to enjoy the story. And this is a super heavy story game, so I'm not really going to interact with anything unless. Like I'm gonna tag with you guys, you know. So it's up to you guys to go with the flow. I mean, not that I won't talk to people, but you know what I mean.
We just let her run.
I mean, I also find watching you guys talking to people, it's just when it's like 3 people are talking to different NPCs all at the same time, I can't keep up with it.
Yeah, no, I hear
Does somebody
I have
want
no idea what's going
to
on.
talk to this doctor lady, or?
Sure. Josh,
Who
use your
would like to
beautiful face.
lead?